Take a look at the first half numbers here. The Bears put together that one touchdown drive. They had been really stalled up to that point. And total yards, Dallas's advantage, 186 to 104. Murray on pace for about 130 on the ground. He got 65 on 16 carries, plus an additional 8 catches for 40 yards. Mariani hopes to get the chance to run this one back from Bailey. And he will. Mariani in traffic. Hannah finally wraps him up at about the 25. 30-yard run back. And look, Brandon Marshall has been taken away from Soldier Field in an ambulance after taking this shot in the lower rib cage area in the second quarter.
Well, the Bears, they look at those halftime statistics, 4 yards rushing for a team that was hoping they could come in here and run the football pretty well to keep Dallas's offense on the sideline.
Well, they're going to run it here, Phil, and it's Forte for a couple. And let's get another update on even more detail from Tracy about Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, well, it was whether he was going to be taken to the hospital or not. The ambulances were ready at the end of that first half, and it looked as though during halftime they decided to put him into the ambulance. He walked in there under his own power. He was sitting up. He had some heart rate monitors on him, and as you saw, he is being taken to the hospital, obviously officially out for the game. When we get some more information on it, of course, we will bring it to you as quickly as possible. Jim?
Thank you, Tracy. 2nd and 8, and Cutler throws it low, incomplete, trying to connect with Wilson. That 2-yard run on first down gives the Bears now a total of 19 rush yards in the last 6 quarters, going back to last week when they had no ground presence against Detroit.
Well, that is alarming. Look what they did last week. They didn't try to run it last week, and I understand it against Detroit. And Mark Trestman, you know, we talked to him on Tuesday. He was really hoping this run game would get going, and sometimes it's hard to be patient.
3rd and 8 for Chicago. Dallas blitzing. Forte with the catch. And the first down. And the ball on the ground picked up by Church of the Cowboys, who gives it up over to Moore. Sterling Moore loses the helmet and all, but the Cowboys appear to have the takeaway. Forte had made one nice wiggle to pick up extra yardage and a first down, and then I believe he got hit by Anthony Spencer and coughed it up.
From behind, good hustle by Anthony Spencer, and he just gets that arm in there and gets it perfectly where he can just rip it out. It was a nice play design. It was a blitz. They hit a little block against Henry Melton. Forte released wide open. But the good hustle, and that's what the Cowboy defense is about. They survived by just playing hard, doing the loop.
By Church. So he couldn't have been down, and more than was able to catch it on the fly. Only Forte's second fumble.
The issue under review was whether number 42 of Dallas had possession of the ball and was touched down before he again fumbled the ball and it was further advanced. After review, the ruling on the field stands. It is Dallas's ball as ruled on the field. First down.
And Mike Carey, what do you have to say about that?
Well, remember, to recover a fumble, it has the same requirements as a catch. Clear control, which he did not have, and then the ball came loose. So the best thing to do would be to confirm that call, because it was clear he did not have control even though there was touchdown.
So the first turnover of the game on either side sets up Dallas at the 31. And it's Murray for another 5. Murray with 8 catches in that first half. That's the most by any running back in the league in a first half in 2 years.
Watch the right guard. Martin, a good block. Tyler Klutz, nice block, and they just push it forward. That's why they're the 3rd best in the NFL. Simple run plays. They don't do a lot in the run game. They do a couple things. A lot of repetitions, and they do it well.
2nd and 5. Right back to him again. This time, Paya's there to stop it after 2.
Good job challenging the line of scrimmage, bringing the extra guy up, and it gets the Cowboys one more time in this 3rd down situation where Tony Romo, they actually missed a couple early in the game, but the last couple of drives, Jim, they're hitting all these 3rd and 5 and less.
Dallas with the game, 18 rushes, 22 pass plays. That's 21 passes and 1 sack. Romo sharp, 17 to 21. He's got Young after him. Escapes him, and now just able to find Beasley, who then finds the pylon. Touchdown, Dallas.
It's a great play by Tony Romo. Chris Conte mistimes his jump. They come with the blitz. They get an unblocked Willie Young at Tony Romo. And watch, Chris Conte just mistimed the jump. Gets caught in the air. What touch by Romo on the run.
Yeah, the right knee.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Might have been down before the pylon. They're going to review it.
Touchdown.
Pretty amazing play, though, with the pressure on Romo to loft it just to perfection over Conte. And then Beasley, let's see if that right knee is down before the pylon. It's close. So here's what they're looking at. And he's down right there.
The ruling on the field stands as called. Touchdown.
Well,
You didn't expect that, did you?
no, I did not. I thought he was short. I saw his shin was down.
All right, you're going to kick the extra point. We'll bring in Mike Carey for his take on that. Bailey, 38 of 38 on the year on point after tries. And what about it, Mike Carey? Did you think that was going to hold up?
No, if I was reviewing this, I would have called that short. Here is the key. The knee is down at the 1 yard line. We know that the ball was the first thing to touch the pylon, which is right on the plane. So it was not breaking the plane before that knee hit. You can see clearly the knee is down. The ball still has not reached the plane. I would reverse that to about the 1/2 yard line.
Well, the way the Cowboys are running the football, I don't know if it makes a difference, but you never know in the NFL. That's why you review them. It's close. But what a play by Tony Romo. And finally, the Bears get a free runner again at Tony Romo, and he makes the play that takes advantage of the blitz.
Second touchdown pass by Romo in a span of 2 minutes and 36 seconds, going back to the end of the first half. Both of them to Beasley.
Of course, I've talked about in the first half, you'd like to see the Bears defense be a little more aggressive. They were on 2nd and 3rd down, and it didn't work.
24-yard touchdown. It ends up being for Cole Beasley. And the Bears have now allowed 29 touchdown passes this season, which already ties the most they've ever allowed in any one year. Back in 2009, Mariani, the returner from 3 yards in the end zone, and he is walloped and pushed back at about the 14. Harris was in there, Lawrence and Pellerin.
That's Cole Beasley, Chris Conte, man coverage, breaks up the field. Conte's all over it. Then you see the pass, next-gen stats. That was just a terrific adjustment by Cole Beasley. And, of course, Tony Romo doesn't move outside the pocket as much as he used to, but very clever in the pocket, spins out. That time comes out to the front side and made a terrific throw. Tony Romo talking to us last night about when he's feeling good, which he does tonight, how well he has thrown the football. We've seen that.
Harris Forte for one. Selby Needs him quickly. We have Jeremy Mincy of the Dallas defense mic'd up. Let's listen in.
Hey, good drive, oh, good drive. My man. Good drive, Whit. Hey, that offense, man. They play like that, keep us on the field like that, man. I'm telling you, we beat anybody.
That's what I was going to say. Hey, you fired up as a defensive player for the Cowboys because his offense can control the football.
180! 180!
2nd and 9. They toss it over to Bennett for another short gain. It'll set up 3rd and about 4.
Well, you look at the Bears offense, the fact that they're not running the football and are not doing it well, it puzzles me because you look at this offensive line, yeah, it's not the best in the NFL, but it's got the makings of one. Over time, maybe one more really solid run blocker. They could be, I think, just like the Dallas Cowboys.
Forte, the 2nd all-time rusher in Bear history. 8 carries, 8 yards. 3rd and 5, and a first down catch with a flag down. Bennett makes the conversion, but let's check the flag. Cowboys say it's going to be against Chicago.
Holding, offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Michael Ola, the left guard, takes the first down off the board.
Well, they've been good at this year, too, stopping drives with penalties. Number 70, well, he gets overpowered. It was a little game. They were running, switching places, the defensive lineman, and they caught Ola off balance. But we saw it in Detroit last week, Jim. 2 drives looked pretty promising. Big penalties, stopped it, put them in situations like this, not able to overcome it.
This is what Trestman talked to us about. Coach talking about turnovers. And that's called an incompletion as Henry Melton, the former Bear, able to knock that one down, setting up 4th and 15. I wasn't sure if that wasn't that was a forward pass.
Well, I think it was going forward, but boy, good job by Henry Melton, understanding they like to throw a lot of screens in those 3rd and long situations.
Well, if it was going forward, it was by fractions, and a flag again.
Five-yard penalty, it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's going forward by, a foot.
Not a lot, but enough.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing, the Bears, they had chances in this game early. We could see there was some opportunities, but if it's not perfect, you got to be able to overcome that. And tonight, not able to do it so far.
O'Donnell to Harris. Regains his footing. Flag is down as Harris takes off. Harris takes off to the end zone, but there's a flag back at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, it's a clear block in the back.
During the return, block in the back by the receiving team, number 31. It's a 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul. Dallas keeps the ball after enforcement. First down.
There it is, Micah Pellerin. And the Cowboys will start on their own side of the field. A lifelong dream becomes reality. Find out which prospect found his way onto an NFL roster. Season finale of Undrafted, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, or catch the special advance premiere tonight after the postgame only on NFL Network. And we have an undrafted player making a difference in this game. Cole Beasley out of SMU with 2 touchdowns.
Made a big play against the Giants a couple weeks ago, but brought him back from behind.
First down, Dallas. As Romo has all kinds of time, and he's got a man open, and Bryant pulls it down at the 12-yard line. Right between Fuller and Conti for 44.
Well, this is something when they do it. Watch the in cut from this side. Des Bryant going straight. Tony Romo doesn't know who to throw it to. because they're both wide open. Williams going across the field's open. And Dez Bryant, that's what you do when you have these type of receivers, or a Dez Bryant. You throw it up, and they go up in the air and just attack the football. Made that look easy, didn't he?
Boy, the athleticism, though, how high he got up to pull that one down, and the Cowboys that quickly down to the 13. Murray has the edge and out of bounds near the 5.
I was going to say to you, Jim.
Dez Bryant since 2012 has the most touchdowns in the league, 35. One ahead of Jimmy Graham and Demarius. And there's Brandon Marshall, 4th on the list, 31.
What looked easier, Dez Bryant's catch or DeMarco Murray going around the corner? That looked pretty easy, too.
2nd and 2. How about Murray again? Murray, stiff arm, running out of space. And that time he took a hit.
Sure did.
And I'll tell you, Klutz didn't like it. So he comes over and throws the Bear defender to the ground. No flags through all of that.
Well, I like that from the Bears. You know, you got to go out there and you got to turn this into a fight. The offense puts you in the hole again. Well, what do you got to lose? You got to play on the edge. You got to let it go.
DJ Williams. Tyler Klutz came over to defend his teammate. So the Cowboys 3rd down now can pick up the 1st at the 3. They've hit their last 5 3rd down opportunities. Escobar wide to the left. But Romo looking right. Now looking back at the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown Dallas. It's Escobar.
Holding on the defense.
Oh, there's the flag.
That took, how long did that take?
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 39. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
On the outside, Gavin Escobar, he's looking inside. Look, there's the holding by Al Lewis Jean. But the back of the end zone line, that's always a place defenders forget about. Great job by Tony Romo finding the last receiver.
And the Cowboys open it up now, the 28-7. Dez Bryant's catch set it up. Escobar's 3rd touchdown of the season. Well, NFL athletes grew up playing in communities all across America. Now through NFL Play 60, they're encouraging kids in neighborhoods everywhere to come out and play for 60 minutes a day. Learn how NFL stars played as kids. Find some great play ideas. NFLrush.com. Play 60.
Well, you know what we're watching here tonight. You see Tony Romo playing. You see this run game, the pass protection. They're going to prolong his career down there in Dallas. He withstood some tough years. And this offensive line is in shape. It's fun to play quarterback when you got an offensive line that's playing like Dallas is.
He's thrown touchdowns, 3 of them in his last 4 passes. This is Perry, Sonoris Perry. And the flags are raining down on the field.
During the return, illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 49. The 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul. Chicago keeps the ball, 1st down.
Came right over the top. Anthony Walters.
Boy, and this Cowboy explosion has knocked the life out of Soldier Field. The Cowboys scoring 3 touchdowns in their last 8 offensive snaps. Romo finding the end zone 3 of his last 4 throws. into 21 points in a 7-minute span. Low snap, Cutler to Jeffrey, who's had a quiet night after a 2-touchdown game at Detroit. Just his second catch tonight. Again, the Cowboys came in, and we talk so often about how you live week by week, and fast conclusions, hard, fast conclusions are made around this league, and people were out to say Dallas is doomed again after the way they played against Philadelphia on a short week. 1st and 10, and Cutler's pass deflected at the line.
I'll say this, when you look at that playoff hunt, Jim, you think the magic numbers always try to get to 10. But when you look at it there could be a team that goes 10-6 and not make it this year.
That's right.
So you think the Cowboys, you look at that schedule and say, let's win 2 of the last 4. You might have to win 3 to ensure a spot.
Since 2008, this is the Cowboys' record. Not that October has been anything to brag about either.
Well, you know what I say? I just go, this is a different football team than those other ones.
Right.
This offensive line's better. They hustle more on defense. They're a good tackling defense. I think that too. They work on it hard and it shows.
2nd and 10. And Bennett's got 8. Let's go back down to Tracy.
Well, thanks, Jim. Chris Conte, who left last week's game with an eye injury, is now on the bench with a back injury. He is questionable to return.
He also had taken a shot to the head in the Lions game last week, so there was a concussion issue and that eye injury you mentioned. 3rd and 2, Bears. Offense has barely had a presence in this 3rd quarter. See if they can stay on the field. Cutler lobs it over the top, incomplete, but a flag is out. Trying to hit Wilson.
Holding. Defense number 32. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Results in a 1st down.
Scandrick called for this.
In the slot, Jay Cutler moves, and there was really the hold. He grabbed him as he took off and turned to make that second move. Cutler getting out of the pocket. When you look at Wilson, you know, they have some good hopes for him. He's maybe the fastest receiver they have on the football team. He's got very good hands. He was hurt, missed training camp. The Bears need a downfield threat.
He was on IR, designated to return with a clavicle injury. Just came back November 14th. Talking about Wilson. 1st down, and let's see, they're going for the deep threat to Wilson, and he's overthrown by a yard. Well, you said, Phil, they hoped that he could give them a big vertical threat, and they went to him on the next play.
Well, they really need it. You know, they got big receivers. They need a guy that can really run, and if Jay Cutler throws this outside, he's going to run it down. But watch at the last bit. He has to turn back up the field. Good job by Barry Church getting there. But outside was the place you'd like to see that football go.
We're being told Conte, as he is escorted to the locker room, will not be returning in this game. 2nd and 10. Forte. He's got 4. It's McLean on the tackle. With NFL Mobile, stream live a local Sunday afternoon and primetime games. NFL Network and NFL Red Zone right on your smartphone. Download today. Learn more at NFL.com/mobile. The Bears now as a team in this game, 10 carries, 10 yards. Selby was in on Cutler. He's still on his feet as he throws it in the direction of Morgan. It's Crawford, actually. Crawford and Mincy wreaking havoc in the backfield for the Bears.
Yeah, quick 98. Boy, Tyrone Crawford does an excellent job of just making that first guy. The offensive line moved him with the power move, gets inside. Jay Cutler tries to get away, not able to do it.
So the Bears are forced to punt. O'Donnell's 4th of the night. And a fair catch by Harris. 28-7 Dallas. Inside 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Verizon. More live games than ever before with NFL Mobile. As you look at Lou Malnati's oldest family name in Chicago-style pizza. Never been an anchovy guy. Here comes Murray for about 3.
Stephen Paya, inside defender there, number 92 for the Bears. He's been on quite a few tackles tonight. Been active. Had a solid year. When you look at this Bears defense, a lot of young guys over there. They're missing players. There's the Tony Romo's pass chart.
Well, with the touchdowns, 3 of his last 4 attempts.
That looks pretty good too.
Second and 7. There's Murray with his 9th catch, and it goes for a first down.
Well, they love that. Second and 7. Everybody drops deep. Tony Romo knows the score. They're in control. He is going to play it safe. And once again, DeMarco Murray just picks up the extra yards and what, Jim? Falls forward.
Got the feeling talking to Tony last night he would play well today. He felt so vastly different than he did with the short week going into the Philadelphia game when his back didn't respond.
No excuses about his play, but that was tough. Didn't react to the short rest.
And Murray's got a flag out. The 3-yard pickup. Bostic had hold of him.
You know, look at this Dallas offense. Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator, last year, he ran an offense. This is call first.
Illegal hands to the face, defense number 21. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the run, and it results in an automatic first down.
Ryan Mundy.
Got the hands, see it up to the face against Leary, but Scott Linehan, offensive coordinator, last year in Detroit, they set an NFL record for number of pass attempts. Now he comes down here to Dallas, and he said when he interviewed for the job, he knew they were going to try to build the offense just like this. Run first, throw second, worked very well.
Look at that effort by Murray. Murray inside the 30s, past 100 for the night. First opponent for the Bears this year to go over 100. 27 yards on that carry.
Well, just the inside blocking is a great run by DeMarco Murray. Jason Witten kept Jared Allen from squeezing down, so that lane was there, and DeMarco Murray gets through it. Man, I'll tell you, he looks fresh. I'm gonna start drinking more water.
Yeah, no kidding. Me too. Tell you what, it was like he was hiding at the start of that run.
But you know, he's a pro now. He knows how to take all these carries and not wear out.
Another 6. It's the 11th time in 13 games now he's had a 100-yard performance. That ties Emmitt Smith's team record.
Getting better at this too, Jim. Catching the football, the screen game. Boy, look at that. He goes sideways a lot. How about this? All the block down, make a guy miss, score the touchdown.
Here you see how much he's actually run tonight.
Wow, that's pretty good.
To gain 132 yards. He's got 117 on the ground. I've got him for 166 scrimmage yards. As Randall comes in for him and finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Boy, that's beautiful. Yeah, you can yell at the Bears, oh, the defense is terrible. I don't care. That was tremendous blocking. How they drew it up. Nobody gets off the block. Watch every lineman. Good job by Leary getting up to a linebacker. And then good running backs make guys miss to pick up the extra yards. And boy, Randall looked pretty fresh himself.
Joseph Randall with his first carry of the night, 17 yards and a touchdown.
His second touchdown of the year.
That's the one thing about the Bears this year. When it starts going bad, it goes from bad to ugly in a hurry.
Well, a lot of reasons. First, let's look at this run. 65, Ron O'Leary gets up on DJ Williams. Good cutoff on the backside. Dug free, good job. Shoot everybody. Wide receivers, they block down the field. And there's something about it. When your offensive line is this tough and good, it permeates through the whole football team. So the Dallas Cowboys, it's taken a few years to build this line back up to what we used to see. I'm not saying it's that same line that we saw win those Super Bowls, but they're gaining fast.
Boy, it is something else to see the way they open up holes for Murray, and in this case Randall, and then protect Romo. And Randall showing a lot of quickness coming in there, and somebody had to summon him back to the field for kick coverage.
You know, Jim, the strength of the football team is the offensive line, and it has truly carried them. It's done everything. It's helped the wide receivers. It's taken the pressure off of Tony Romo. It protects their defense, which, you know, it plays hard, but the defense doesn't have that one or two guys that could just make those spectacular plays to put them over the top.
An offensive line that's young and is in place for a nice run ahead. Mariani. It's Harris on the tackle. Tonight's cable cam is being presented by Mazda. The Cowboys in this one, 28 unanswered points. And those 4 touchdowns scored by, well, Escobar, Randall, and 2 by Beasley. So you're not talking about Des Bryant in the end zone, or
right,
Jason Witten, or DeMarco Murray, who did score the game's first touchdown. But in this stretch of 28 unanswered, Cowboys getting a lot of production from the sources you don't always expect.
Well, you know, for the Bears, you know what you got to do? Somebody's got to speak up. You know, I'm not yelling isn't always the cure-all in pro football, but somebody's got to be responsible and get this team going.
Here's Wilson. Sidesteps a couple of Cowboys. It is near a first. And when we were talking to Jay Cutler leading into the Lions game, we were talking about how they had just won 2 straight at home, and he said, you know, winning is contagious, but losing can be too. And in this case, it's like it gets contagious when bad plays,
yes,
turnovers, penalties, allowing big gainers. They just keep coming. Floodgates are open. Forte, though, picks up the foot for the first down and a couple more.
Well, let me just say this, and Mark Trestman even said it. Look, they got a lot of guys that work hard, but they don't have that group of guys that speak enough to the team and really, inside the clubhouse leaders. So it's a hard-working team. He never complains about it, but there's not that one guy that can stand up and demand everybody raise their level of performance and get out of ruts just like this. This is when you need a guy to yell at some players.
Looking it over to Bennett. You know, one thing about that, though, I look at a couple of guys who I think are pretty, I would think would be vocal leaders. Brandon Marshall, Jared Allen. You know, I mean, as Bennett is shaken up on the catch. Bennett a little gimpy as he heads to the sideline. And it could have been a whole lot worse, but you'll see his foot, his left foot slides a little bit.
Yep.
So it's not completely crushed under the weight of Rolando McClain.
Jogged a little bit as he's walking off. He can shake it off. It'll be sore, as you can imagine, tomorrow. But, you know, you go back real quick to what you were talking about. Jared Allen, he's trying to be a leader of this football team, be a little voice, have his voice heard. You know, Brandon Marshall, yeah, Brandon Marshall's not the guy that's going to stand. Listen, it comes down, your quarterback's got to set the tone for your football team. Even if it's not you got to change who you are and drive people forward.
Forte, with his best run of the night, he goes for 7 and a first down.
You understand what I'm saying, Jim?
I do.
We all do things we don't want to do, but sometimes you got to go out and change who you are for the betterment of the group, your offense, your football team. And this team is built around Jay Cutler, and he's got to lead it.
So they get a snap away before the end of the quarter. Quick snap down to Wilson. And Sterling Moore was a defender, but might be flagged here as we have a penalty marker down.
They were not ready on the defensive side. That was a good job.
Pass interference, defense, number 26. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
They thought
First
the
down.
clock was going to run out.
Yeah, I think they duped the Bears, did dupe the Cowboys, and I think there would not be another play run. But that's the end of the third quarter. You're watching Thursday Night Football.